He laughed in my face. He told me I was useless, that without him, I'd be nothing. Today, that same man sits across my desk, working for me. This is the story of how the tables turned and how I proved that no one decides my worth but me. Before we dive in, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss stories of strength, resilience, and sweet revenge. I was young, full of dreams, and deeply in love. He wasn't just my partner. He was supposed to be my biggest supporter. At least that's what I thought. But every time I spoke about starting my own business, he laughed. He'd smirk. You're nothing without me. You don't have what it takes. Those words, they burned into me. He controlled everything, finances, decisions, even my confidence. And the more I believed him, the smaller I felt. One night, after yet another argument where he told me I'd never succeed, something inside me snapped. I couldn't take one more minute of living in his shadow. I realized I had two choices. Keep living under his shadow or step out into the light. So I left with nothing but a suitcase, a broken heart, and a determination he never thought I had. It wasn't easy. I worked long nights, balancing two jobs just to pay rent. But every rejection, every closed door only fueled me more. I studied business, learned from failures, and slowly built something of my own. A small startup that piece by piece turned into a thriving company. And with every success, I could still hear his voice in the back of my mind, telling me I'd never make it. But this time, instead of breaking me, it pushed me harder. Years later, my company had grown bigger than I ever imagined. We needed to hire more staff, and guess who applied? The man who once told me I was nothing now needed a job. When he walked into the interview room and realized I was the CEO, the look on his face was priceless. I smiled and said, "Welcome. Tell me, why should I hire you?" He tried to explain his past experience, but I cut him off. "Sir, with respect, I must tell you that your attitude during the interview is concerning. You seem angry and bitter, which is not the kind of energy we want in our team." He looked at me, stunned. He stammered, trying to recover, but I shook my head. "Thank you for your time. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors, but we won't be moving forward with your application." As he left the office, defeated, I knew I made the right choice. Yes, I hired him, not out of pity, but because I wanted him to see day after day that the woman he once belittled became the boss he reports to. And let me tell you, he works hard. Not because he loves his job, but because he knows he's only here because I gave him a chance. And you know what? I don't feel anger anymore, just pride. Because his words didn't define me. My actions did. To anyone out there who's been told they're not enough, who has faced those hurtful words that try to break you down, remember this: you don't need their approval to shine. Sometimes the sweetest victory is proving yourself right. If this story inspired you, hit that like button, subscribe for more powerful stories, and share this with someone who needs a reminder of their strengths. Remember, you are not defined by the words of others. You have the power to shape your own destiny. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, you'll love the ones that appear on screen now. Don't forget to subscribe for more empowering content.